This picture here was sent into the K2 Discord the other day, and a lot of people were sending in messages asking, what do all of these words mean, etc. So I'm just going to go through these and listen, if you can't pay attention for 5 minutes, there will be timestamps down in the description down below. So you can just skip to whichever words you don't know, or maybe you just need to confirm what a word means, or let me know that I got a word wrong. A liquidity pool is really a place where a provider will place their currency into a pool, and then a decentralized exchange is able to pull from that pool, and then they can use that to pay out to other traders or to run the site. Usually as an incentive for the provider to put his currencies into the pool, the exchange will pay the provider with a certain amount of the money generated through the trading fees. A crash is basically just a sudden price drop. Just that basically when a chart just goes. That's the best way to explain a chart, a crash. A fork is when a project splits and creates 2 or more new versions of that project. There's some examples here, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. So let me just kind of explain that a little bit. Just imagine this project started at 1.0, fuck fat bitches coin, okay? They get to version 1.1, they have a little bit of a disagreement. So one side of the team likes let's fuck fat bitches, and the other one likes fuck fat bitches because they don't like fat women. So what do? They split into 2 separate teams and create 2 different projects, and then they just continue on, and that's it, simple as. A node is just a computer that's connected to the blockchain and is basically used to verify the security features while transferring coins. Next, you know what a scam is, you know what a partnership is, but look, I've got a nice little video here where Frank and Aiden Ross actually explain to you exactly what this is, so here you go.
We just dump on these idiots?
Yes, Mr. Ross.
It's literally free money.
A protocol is basically just a set of rules and regulations that a team has to follow when starting out a new project in crypto. An example of this is ERC20 in Ethereum. So, next. Oh, how did that get in there? The K2 Discord. So this is actually my Discord that I've set up. I talked about this a little bit in the last video on how to use it. If you look here from yesterday, I had a nice little play from the news tracker in the Discord. As you can see, Breaking 9/11 posted about a possible $250 bill, including President Trump on it. And what did I do? I bought the first coin, sent it into the Discord, and plus $950. What can I say? We've had a lot of people join. I just want to say huge thank you to everyone that joined. We're getting up to close to 100 members now, so listen, just keep joining. There's loads of free information in there. There's loads of talking. Just may as well join. It's free. Let's speed through a few of these because they get simpler as they go down. So yield. Yield is basically just the rewards that you gain from lending crypto. There's a few sites out there where you can basically just put your crypto into a liquidity pool, leave it there, forget about it, and they'll just keep giving you rewards constantly as long as you hold it in there. So liquidity is basically how easily a token can be turned into real money without affecting its real price. Cold storage is just a physical wallet for your cryptocurrency. This just makes it a lot harder for hackers to get into it because it's not connected to the internet. How are they supposed to get into it? Cold storage is a physical, offline crypto storage, which is pretty much hacker-proof because it's never connected to the internet. Smart money is just a nickname for some informed investors who influence the market with their plays. Collateral is when you lock up some of your assets in order to secure a loan. So this could be you placing 2 Solana into a pool to get a loan of 300 USDC from a company. Pump and dump, they basically go hand in hand. I'm going to leave this to Thread Guy in this video to explain.
Imagine a burger. We buy all the burgers before anyone knows burgers are low-key bougie. Then we start tweeting like, holy fuck, burgers are the future. They ape in. By the time they realize burgers are just, well, burgers were already tacos.
So, to put it simply if you don't understand, influencer says coin good, coin price go up. Influencer sells, coin price goes down. Bullish and bearish are just 2 ways to state if you're optimistic or pessimistic about the future of crypto. Shorts and shorten is basically just betting that the price will go lower on a crypto. Tether is a crypto made to be the exact same price as the dollar bill. This is so that it can be used for purchases on and off the blockchain. Staking is when you lock your crypto in on a certain app just in return for rewards. If you remember earlier we talked about yield. Yield is what you get from staking. The market cap is the total value of a crypto. So the way to figure out the market cap of a coin is to multiply the current price of one coin and then multiply that by the number of coins in circulation. This is just an easy way to tell how much a coin is worth. So what does decentralized mean? Basically just means that there's no central control. The only way I can describe it to you is with these 2 images. So if you imagine this on the right side here is how a bank works. Bank controls all the money, bank gives money out to the customers. That's how it works. In decentralized finance, we are the bank. We use liquidity pools to become the bank. Oracle is a service that is used to tell the blockchain about the real world. So an example I've used here is Polymarket. And Oracle is just a service that relays information from the real world onto the blockchain. The example I've used here is Polymarket finding out who won an F1 race so that they can pay off the bets that were made. Slippage is the price difference between when you press buy and when you actually buy a coin. The best way to imagine this is, say Solana is at $180 and you press buy. Suddenly Solana crashes down 15%. What happens? Well, if you have a slippage set of 15%, you're still going to get that buy in. But if your slippage was set to lower than 15%, you're not going to get that buy in that Solana, and it's going to fail the transaction based on your slippage settings. Scalability is just the ability for a program to handle more transactions faster. A pre-sale, as you probably know, is just when they start selling tokens early in private before selling to the public. An airdrop is basically a rewards program for all these big companies that are creating new projects in crypto. What will happen is they'll basically ask you just to complete specific tasks on their program, and then they will give you a certain amount of tokens based on your participation during that period. Compound is a platform for lending crypto and receiving rewards for doing so. Impermanent loss, whatever. I can't. Impermanent loss. This is where the money you received while staking a token is worth less than the amount that you lost while it was locked up. Tokenomics is just a token's roadmap. Here's an example here that I've shown. So as you can see, 3% goes to the investors, 9% goes to the treasury, 10% to the convex team, and you can read the rest. That's basically how it works. Sharding is when you try to Sharding is when you fork a blockchain for better scalability. Smart contracts are code that self-executes after an agreed task is completed. A testnet is when a dev has his blockchain set to testing mode with fake tokens on it, which is basically just for you to mess around and do whatever and test it out and find bugs, etc. Usually testnets will be used during airdrop phases, where people will go on and they'll just test out the program, and then they'll receive an airdrop based on how much testing they did. Metamask is just a crypto wallet for Ethereum. ERC20 stands for Ethereum Requests for Commons 20, which is just Ethereum token rules for compatibility with other tokens. A Dapp is a decentralized app, if you remember what decentralized means from earlier on. Otherwise, you can just click backwards and check now. RSI is the relative strength index of a coin. This just measures the momentum of a token and kind of gives you an indicator on how well a token's doing. A CEX is a centralized exchange. An example of this is Coinbase. An example of this is Coinbase and Binance. ROI just means return on investment. TVL is just the total value locked in a DEX, so this is the total amount of currency which is locked in a decentralized exchange. HODL just stands for, pretty much for hold on for dear life, which originated from when we first started saying to hold, but people were misspelling hold and typing HODL. So yeah, here's a little meme. A whale, what's a whale? Your ma. A Lambo, what's a Lambo? Here's a picture of a Lambo here. A rug pull is a scam where developers steal your money and disappear. Look, we all know what a rug pull is in this industry. A shitcoin is just a low quality coin. Vapourware is a hype project that never launched, which is pretty much 99% of Solana projects.